Thieves slip into an auto dealership under cover of night. In just a few hours, they steal the wheels off dozens of new cars and escape undetected. Their take, more than $100,000.
The question, though, is how do they get away with it? KTBS 3's Alana Quillen has details on the operation that's hitting home in this Arklatex in-depth report.
It's very well organized. It's well thought out.
It's very difficult for us to catch them.
And it's the work of a brazen and meticulous professional theft ring.
It's just really disheartening.
They're going city to city, state to state.
And disappears into the darkness.
Stealing tires and rims off thousands of new vehicles at dealerships.
You know, it's pretty interesting to see how daring that they must have been.
The latest victim, Marketplace Chevy in Stonewall. Their lot is in plain view of I-49 in DeSoto Parish. Thieves cut the security lights and surveillance video and stole more than 100 wheels, hauling them off in their own truck.
We knew the security measures we had, and frankly, you feel like you're safe, but I'm not sure that you've got a professional group coming in just how secure anybody can be.
The vehicles left on wooden blocks.
The cars also sustained damage because when they were put down on blocks, some of them fell.
Now, DeSoto investigators say for the people who do this, this isn't their first rodeo. They're able to take the tires off of dozens upon dozens of vehicles in a span of 4 or 5 hours without getting caught.
They always wear gloves. They always wear masks. If they can locate your surveillance system, they will try to defeat it.
DeSoto Parish is not alone. We found reports of identical thefts across the country. San Antonio, Austin, Killeen, Illinois, St. Louis in just the past 6 months. The latest was just weeks ago in Tyler, Texas at Peltier Chevrolet.
Obviously, it's opened up a lot of eyes, but these are professional thieves.
Some of it caught on camera.
There's the one bank of lights that just went off, and then there goes the rest of them. The group that we're dealing with here in Texas that we know from specific details on each of the thefts that have occurred that are so similar that we're confident it's the same group.
Gary King is part of the East Texas Auto Theft Task Force. Due to the striking similarities, he thinks that same group hit Marketplace in Stonewall.
They probably lay low for a few weeks till things cool off and make plans to hit another dealership.
King says the thieves scope out their victims. They might pretend to shop for a car or get an oil change, but they're really checking security cameras.
They look at weather patterns. They look at a lot of things that will give them every opportunity not to be detected.
Sure enough, it was raining in DeSoto Parish and Tyler during the thefts. King says witnesses are less likely on a dark and rainy night.
You can't get a license plate number?
No, not at all. We looked all around for anything like cigarette butts that may have been on the ground. No debris, nothing left behind.
There are different theories as to where the stolen wheels go.
Some people think they go across the border. And some people think that, you know, they're sold on street corners. If you go to these big cities in Houston, there's nothing to even say they don't get sold back to another dealership.
But Texas detectives have another speculation.
We believe that there's a possibility that these wheels and tires are going overseas.
King says it would be difficult to sell that many tires in the U.S. without attracting attention.
Just simply because of the shipping channels that we have down in Houston, thousands and thousands of containers are arriving and going out every week. So it would be very easy for them to load these wheels and tires into a shipping container with the right connections.
Dealerships have insurance to cover the loss, but the impact runs deeper than missing wheels.
It affects the salesman. We can't sell vehicles. We're re-examining, seeing what we can do. What we don't want is to make it a hassle for our customers.
And I think that there's no doubt we are going to find out who did it. We're going to catch these people. They're going to keep doing it, and we're going to catch them.
Alana Quillen, KTBS 3 News.
Wow, that is brazen on what they're doing now. Marketplace Chevy has been able to replace the tires in most of the cars as the new tire shipments are coming in.
The East Texas Auto Theft Task Force says the similarities between the Tyler and DeSoto theft are striking. The types of blocks used are usually the same. Lug nuts are left lying on the ground, and some of the other Texas burglaries, a white Penske rental truck is used to haul the tires. They also seem to strike on Saturday or Sunday nights.
Now, DeSoto authorities told us that there's nothing to say that these thieves won't hit the same place twice. The same thing happened before in DeSoto Parish back in 2011.
One of our deputies working here now came from Panola, actually did catch some in Carthage, back around 2011, 2012. He'd tell you it was just by luck that he happened to show up right when they had hit a dealership.
And I have a name of a particular person that they live on the south side of Houston that may be involved, or their group may be involved.
It may come down to a couple of eyes catching these guys, but authorities say if you see any suspicious activity, especially near a car dealership, call 911 immediately.
They hope raising awareness to these thefts will help dismantle the criminal network.
All right, stay tuned. Tatum's coming up next.